So this is the first lecture in the free YouTube series that I have promised with all of you for your Neet 2025 preparation. Those of you who are watching me for the first time, I'm Dr. Pankhuri Miglani. Welcome to my channel for your biology preparation for your Neet exam, whether you are a 2025 aspirant or 2026 aspirant. Now children, although it is the first lecture after quite a break which we'll talk about as we meet live in the coming days, but this is the last lecture of the entire playlist of morphology. The link of the playlist where each and every concept and topic of this chapter morphology, which is chapter 5 in your syllabus, has been dealt with. Yeah, you should definitely watch those lectures. So before we begin anatomy of flowering plants, which you guys voted for in Telegram group, I thought that I should make this lecture for your families. Yeah, so we'll do families together today. Now when I talk about plant families, children, as per the new syllabus, there are 7 families. There are 7 families, out of which 5 are dicot families and 2 are monocot families. Now let me tell you the truth of the hour. The truth is that any Neet exam, as and when it happens, will have at least, if not 2, a minimum of 1 question from families. So when you perfect at your level the families through this lecture, I am going to give you any possible questions that can be asked from these 7 families today, right here, right now. Now it's up to you to revise, to practice, to attend the question session, which you will see on the channel. The next session will be the questions session of this chapter. Then you are confirming 4 or 8 marks. Now the easier way to do plant families, you are sitting here in my class to do things the easier way. Yeah, that is the truth. So now the easier way to do plant families is to master the floral formula. If you master the floral formula of these 7 families, it leads to accuracy in 2 kind of questions. One is the direct question, which of the following is the correct floral formula of a family, and the diagnostic features or the floral features of a family depicted by the formula. Yeah. So now I am going to explain to you with the help of the evidence of what I am saying right in front of you. So we will quickly go through the symbols of the floral formula. Symbols of floral formula. I have spoken about this concept of floral formula n number of times. I am revising it because this is such a systematic, such a technical, such a beautiful method to describe families. Yeah, it's a symbolic representation. It is a symbolic representation of the floral families. That is, we are using certain symbols. That is clear? Let me see if this is better. Yeah, you can see the board better. So, bhaiya, what are these symbols? You have to be very thorough with the symbols. And the kind of paper we are getting in Neet exam these days, you can expect a direct question that which symbol represent which floral feature. So everybody, I would really advise you the kind of classes I take, which are absolutely neat and aims kind of content centric, I would say write with ma'am. Yeah. So the first formula, what you depict in a floral formula categorically is the symmetry of the flower. Yeah, the symmetry of the flower. Then you tell somebody about the sexuality of a flower. Yeah, sexuality of a flower. Then whenever you are using a floral formula, you often talk about the number of floral parts, individual floral parts, whether they are 2 in number, 3 in number, 5 in number. Yeah, remember I have spoken about the concept of isomery. So you talk about the number and the fusion of floral parts, Baba. Whether it is gamosepalous or polysepalous. Hai na? You should know these. Then it talks about that stamens in androecium like to form a relationship with other floral parts. You know that, right? Cohesion and adhesion. So So that is very depicted in the floral formula. माने cohesion and adhesion वाला properties will be spoken about in the formula. Very good, ma'am. Makes sense. After cohesion and adhesion, what else will it show? It will show the position of the ovary here. One of the very important topics when I talk about the floral morphology, which garners maximum questions in Neet. So position of ovary, is it superior ovary or inferior ovary? And it will tell you the number of carpels as well. I've spoken about it. Please go and watch the lecture. Can't say that enough. So now I'm going to give you the list of the symbols here. Okay. So if this is the symbol or this is the symbol, it simply means that this is actinomorphic flower. Actinomorphic flower. You can definitely watch this lecture at 1.5x also, but what is very important, and I'm going to be honest with you, is writing what I'm writing. Okay, because these are direct questions. And zygomorphic flower. Now, more often than not, when he asks question about families now, he's not asking from symmetry. Except zygomorphic, the wise ones know what I'm talking about. Except zygomorphic, which is the case in Fabaceae family. Okay, we'll deal with that. Then comes symmetry ho gaya, sexuality, these are the universal symbols. Yeah, the male, the female, and what have I always sing this song, angiosperms are mostly bisexual in nature. Bisexual in nature. There's one exception, which is sunflower family. Uske baad aa jata hai, after sexuality, we go in the sequence of whorls. So what is the outermost whorl? It is the sepals, na? But sepals form a whorl which is called as calyx. है ना? So calyx के लिए the symbol is K. It is not C. It is not C. And then for petals, it forms what? It forms corolla, na baba? So the symbol is C. Chamka? Symbol is C. And then comes your androecium. Okay, the male part, stamens form a whorl A. Okay, and then comes gynoecium here. Gynoecium, which is G. Now people, whenever you have to depict the number of floral parts, you will write it in the right hand side. For example, I want to show 5 petals. So 5 petals. I want to show 3 stamens. So A3. If they are fused, then I use the brackets. Okay. Let's see. Let's say bicapillary. Have a look at the board. Bicapillary syncarpous condition. Makes sense to us? Now people, if I talk about the position of the ovary, have a careful look. Then a line which you will mostly see, okay, is not this. Yeah, this is the inferior ovary. And if I want to show a superior ovary, which is mostly the case in angiosperms, I've always spoken about these rules. Mostly the ovary in angiosperms is superior. She likes to be superior. Hypogynous. Okay, so this is superior ovary, this is inferior ovary. But from last year, this is in your syllabus. Okay, so now keep all this in your mind, and then you will understand families. You will just see like this. There'll be no complication, none whatsoever. Now one more concept I want you to keep in mind. Whenever you are showing cohesion, that is depicted by brackets, simple. But let's say I am showing adhesion. So you have studied at your level, there is epipetalous or epitepalous condition. So how will you show it? This is your corolla, this is your androecium. So epipetalous condition will be shown like this. Okay? And epiphyllous condition, that is epitepalous condition, will be shown like this. P for perianth. Remember the video on the channel 10 P's of Botany? Show some love to that video. Yeah, you've not seen that kind of trick or content anywhere else. So perianth and androecium, this is the, as you see in your monocot families, the Liliaceae family. So now we are very well prepared to do our families. The first family, one of my favorites, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than the Composite Family. Please make use of your beautiful notebooks and give the heading as Composite Family. Okay, also known as, not very popular, as Tracy family. As Tracy family, because the flowers look like a star or aster, and commonly called as the sunflower family. Sunflower family. Marigold flower, which we use on any auspicious occasion, the ornamental marigold flowers also belong to this family. Okay. Now, how you will study families with ma'am forever and ever, okay, is with the help of floral formula, because that is going to make your life simple. So here I go, I tell you the floral formula. How do you learn floral formula? It is not possible to be absolutely perfect with 7 floral formulas. Okay, it can be intimidating. Although if you write these 7 families, stick it on your study board, look at it every day, solve questions, you can become nearly perfect. So how do we do floral formula? First of all, the sequence is, you start with the, you start with the symmetry of the flower, always. So whether it is actinomorphic or zygomorphic, we will see that it is zygomorphic. It is zygomorphic. Okay. Sexuality. When it comes to sexuality, if you have seen my class on inflorescence, I told you Composite Family has capitulum inflorescence. What is capitulum inflorescence, Janta? You have the receptacle in the center. You have the receptacle in the center, and we don't have flowers in this family. What we have in this family is florets. These florets which are adhering or close to the center are called as the disc florets, and those away from the center are called as the ray florets. They are called as the ray florets. Yes, no, maybe? So now when you do the floral formula, you are going to do individually. First for the ray florets. Okay, you will start with the ray florets. These are the ray florets, the white ones here. Perfect, ma'am. Makes sense to us. Now for ray florets, the diagnostic feature or where he can ask a question is, these are pistillate flowers. That is, they are unisexual female flowers. Question number 1. Whenever you do a floral formula, you will focus on the symbol which can give you a question. I am explaining this much only for 1 or 2 families. After that, you are going to decipher everything on your own. It will become like a game. You would ask me to give you questions on families. Yeah, and we'll do that. So, this is your pistillate flower. Now, in the sequence, we start with the first whorl, which is your calyx. Okay, so calyx in this case is very important. I have spoken to you in floral features. They are in the form of hair-like projections called pappus. Either they will be hair-like, bristle-like pappus, or it will be zero. No sepal at all. Moving further, we have the corolla. Now, if I talk about corolla, they are 5 in number, they are fused. And if I talk about androecium, think about it. If I'm saying it's a female flower, it's a unisexual flower, androecium has to be 0. And lastly, this is the only family. This is the trick. You people keep asking for tricks. But when they are given, it is your job to appreciate them. Kindly appreciate them. Bhaiya G, only family where you will find inferior ovary. No other family has inferior ovary, inferior gynoecium. There are 2 carpels, bicarpellary syncarpous condition. Now, the diagnostic features which will give you questions, I am going to mark them separately. How do I mark them? Well, this is the first question. Okay, because this is something very differentiating. Then, second question, that there is pappus. Third, he will ask you which is the correct formula for ray florets or sunflower, and he will write 2 here, and many of you mark will mark it and it will go for negative marking. Because if you are saying it is unisexual, erosion has to be 0. And this also becomes your diagnostic feature. Now, if you remember only this much, then the other part of the question, okay, which of the following are the floral, I am saying the question, which of the following is the correct floral feature of composite family? Instead of mugging up the theory of it, what I am trying to tell you here, the smart way is to remember this formula and we will depict this formula together. Okay, if you remember this, can't you say that it is a pistillate? It is a pistillate flower. Ray florets are pistillate. Can't you say that they are gamopetalous? Gamopetalous. Okay, and there are 5 petals. Can't you say that stamens are absent? Stamens are absent. And can't you say, if you remember, can't you choose and make sense in your head that it is bicarpillary, and inferior, and syncarpous ovary? Easy? No problem at all. Life is easy. So this is the case about ray florets, not disc florets. Very rarely ray florets will be bisexual. Very rarely. And if that is the case, all the stamens are fused throughout the length. Okay? They can be neutral also. Whatever has to happen, it will happen in ray florets. Okay? If they are neutral, let's say they attain neutrality. What do you understand by neutrality? They have no sex. They have no gender. In case of neutrality, children, you will have A0 and G0. They will have A0 and G0. Is that clear to everybody? G will become 0 and they will do, what will be their function, ma'am? They will just trap insects for pollination. Whereas disc florets, let's speak about the formula of disc florets also. Yeah? Now, for disc florets, I'm sure most of you finding it easy already. Let me know in the comment section. So for disc florets, people, disc florets are bisexual in nature. There is less of complication. Yeah, rest everything is almost same. So you have zygomorphic symmetry. Symmetry usually doesn't get you a question because I have seen in many textbooks that they have given this also, actinomorphic also. Then it is a bisexual flower here. No problem, not a diagnostic feature. Then case pappus, no problem, ma'am. We just saw that in sunflower this is the characteristic feature. Then same, and this time stamens are 5 in number and they are monodelphous in condition. You need to revise if this doesn't ring a bell, you need to know what is monodelphy. That is, all the stamens are forming a single group here. They are forming a single group together at the level of filaments. What happens to gynoecium? Gynoecium will always be less than other floral parts. It doesn't follow isomere. The only family with inferior ovary bicarpillary syncarpous condition. Sometimes you would encounter a question. Okay, some textbooks, some authors believe that here there is a epipetalous condition. Epipetally is C. Epipetally is C. So this is how you do composite family. Please don't complicate it with extra useless information. Quickly, we will move to Brassicaceae family. This time also, I am going to give you an evidence and remove your fear about families forever. Okay, so Brassicaceae is another dicot family. I am doing dicot families first. So Brassicaceae family was always in the syllabus. Okay, again one of my favorites. It is also called as crucifery family or mustard family. ठीक बात है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. How will you start from today? The rule of the hour is that we will start with the floral formula. So let's start with the floral formula and then we'll see what happens in life. Our major concern, our kickstart is floral formula. So when you write floral formula, you always start with the symmetry first. mandatory. Again, please don't worry about it. There will be study materials, texts and teachers telling you this is zygomorphic. Both are correct. Trust me, both are correct. Now, there is no other family at your level. And in general, most of the angiospermic families are bisexual. So from now on, except sunflower family, with lots of love, I'm giving you the trick that you don't have to be worried about the sexuality. You will never choose the floral formula where unisexuality is shown. You will choose bisexuality for all other families. Now what happens, what is the next word? It has to be calyx. Okay, it has to be the sepals. Then comes the corolla. Then comes androecium. Then comes gynoecium. This is the order. Now what is happening is, this is present in 2 plus 2 condition. That is, calyx are present in 2 bundles. But this is a classic example of tetramery. Tetramery. What is tetramery? When floral parts are present in multiples of 4. 4 or multiples of 4. So 2 and 2 is 4. Now what has happened with corolla? Nothing much. They are 4 in number, but they are free. What do you call it? Revision yarn. We have done this when we discuss petals. This is called as polypetalous condition. Okay? And then what happens in androecium is your question. Very, very important. From here he loves to ask question. 2 plus 4 condition. You would have seen me taking this up many a times on YouTube lectures, wherever I have taken the lectures. So this is again, no other ovary is inferior. Superior ovary, bicarpellary condition, just like sunflower, syncarpous condition. He will not ask the question. What he is going to do is, he is going to change the position. I have not seen in recent years him focusing, examiner focusing on a number of carpels also, but you should remember, to be safe, this becomes your question. 2 plus 4 condition is a unique condition called as tetradynamous condition. Tetradynamous condition. I will give you these handwritten notes as PDF in my Telegram group also. The link is given in the description box. But what is the best is to write with MAM. Tetradynamous condition means when stamens are of unequal length. In this case, what is happening is 2 are short, and 4 are long. So this lecture should confirm all the questions asked from families. This is very, very clear. No need to depict. Now if somebody will ask you, there is tetramery. Yeah, there is polypetalous condition. There are 4 petals. There is tetradynamous condition, 6 stamens, bicarpellary, syncarpous, superior ovary. What is the economic importance of this family here? What are the examples which are famous in this family? Let's write them. So in this family, the most important example is the mustard. Now why mustard is very important? In your NCERT, if you go to the topic of placentation, yeah, you see that they have written that in mustard, a false septum or pseudoseptum makes the ovary, not permanently but for some time, bilocular. Otherwise you will see parietal placentation and unilocular ovary. This is a very important previous year question. This pseudoseptum is also called as the replum. Let me know in the comment section if you knew this. If you didn't, you should from today onwards. That makes sense to us? Beautiful. So that is the case. Okay? This is your Brassicaceae family. Who are the other members? Let's talk about other members. There is cabbage. Okay? There is cauliflower in this family. Mustard, cabbage, cauliflower, radish, these all, turnip, they have a peculiar pungency. They are all a member of your Brassicaceae family. Let's move on to the next family. Very, very quick and very, very nice. After Brassicaceae family, the third family is the Malvaceae family. Okay? So it is very easy. Malvaceae family. Now let me know in the comment section which is the Malvaceae family. Malvaceae family, introduced newly into the syllabus, is called as the cotton family. You know, the commercial cotton that we procure from Malvaceae family is actually a particular genus. This can be asked as a question. The genus is Gossypium genus, which you use, which is grown commercially for all our cotton needs. One of the largest industries of as far as textiles and fibers are concerned. Yeah, but in this family you also have your bhindi, which is okra. Yeah, and you also have, children, the hibiscus. The hibiscus. Yeah, so you have the proper exile placentation. Yeah, you see in bhindi there is exile placentation in bhindi. Yeah, I will show you also. I will post the image in the Telegram group of bhindi showing exile placentation. Okay? So now, like we do, we will go to the floral formula. Floral formula. Quickly, tell me the diagnostic feature if you already know. Don't shy away from revising here. So, floral formula of Malvaceae family. What do you start with? You start with the symmetry, which is actinomorphic, but we are not going to really worry about it. Actinomorphic. Sexuality, you will never worry about sexuality of a flower unless we are talking about the ray florets. Now people, let me give you a beautiful trick. The next three families, I repeat, the next three families, Malvaceae, Solanaceae, Fabaceae. Solanaceae and Fabaceae is from your Purana syllabus, yeah, they are old families, hai na? So, these three families are pentamerous in nature. Kya bola maine? They are pentamerous in nature. All the floral paths are 5 or multiples of 5. But Gynoecium does not follow isomere. Oh my god, I can't say this enough. Yeah? So no rectification. This is the trick you will follow. So the floral formula is going to be very similar, especially between Malvaceae and Solanaceae. Have a look. I'm going to make it super easy like I promised. So K ho gaya, C, Androecium and Gynoecium. Trick number 2 for Malvaceae family. एक तो सब कुछ 5 है. This family has maximum number of carpels. Okay, the maximum number of carpels. Now, what is happening with the sepals when they are 5 in number? They are 5 in number. All of them are fused. What do you call it, yaar? You call it gamosepalous. You call it gamosepalous condition. ठीक बात है. If I talk about corolla, they are free, polypetalous, 5 in number. What is happening to Androecium? Oh my god, beautiful. This is going to be your question. So, Androecium is infinite in number. Infinite in number, and this automatically becomes your diagnostic feature. Diagnostic feature means when you have to choose an option for your given question, which of the following is the floral formula for, correct floral formula for Malvaceae family, you will look for this. Next, you are going to look for this condition, and ovary will always be, kya bola maine? Ovary will always be superior except composite family. Now, the questions that are going to make you a ranker, hai na? Those questions which are going to make you a ranker, those are that this stamen, the stamens of Malvaceae family or cotton family are monothecous. All the angiosperms have diathecous. Biathecous is the term that we use. There are 2 lobes. Each lobe of the anther has 2 cavities or theca, and that is why an anther is called as biathecous anther. No confusions. This is a monothecous anther. And monodelphous condition. Nobody will teach you families like this. There will be a lot of content and knowledge thrown at you, but what you don't understand is you don't need to know everything. You need to know exactly what is required for your exam. Whether the paper becomes very difficult or paper is very easy man, I should be safe. That's what I'm doing here. Okay, so this is all about Malvaceae family. I don't know what was the cry about. Let's quickly move to Fabaceae family. Now Fabaceae family is the old family, so I'm expecting that most of you are comfortable in that aspect. No ma'am, not comfortable. So Fabaceae family, also it is called as the pea family. The pea family. Mendel uncle loved peas. Pea plant. Now, boys and girls, the notice from the last year syllabus notice from NMC, NTA, whatever, had leguminaceae. So you don't have to worry. Papilionaceae or Fabaceae is a subfamily. So what they're expecting for you is to know Fabaceae family. Okay? So this is the pea family or the family of pulses, groundnut, etc. Okay? Now let's talk about the floral formula. See, my job or my intent is to make your life easy with floral formula and floral characters. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. If you want to read everything about a family, you want to do a PhD on a family, then all the best, why not? A curious mind is a wonderful mind. But at least this much, if you do beautifully, easily, breezily, you're going to get through. That's a promise. Now, floral formula. The floral formula, I said, what did I say? That it is a pentamerous flower. The symmetry, people. The symmetry in this case is zygomorphic, and I won't lie. This question has been asked based on symmetry. Then your K, then your C, then your A, then your G. You will never forget this sequence. When I talk about K, life is very, very simple. Okay? They are gamosepalous. Now, if you look at Malvaceae family, this is how I want you to study. That's what I have written. It is exactly like Malvaceae. Yeah? So, just like, I'm going to change the color, don't worry. Just like Malvaceae. Or we can write like Malvaceae. So, when you form tricks like this, and not very complicated tricks, your life becomes very, very good. Okay, and accuracy level increases. This is just like Malvaceae family, gamosepalous condition. Here, the what do you say? The corolla or the petals are 5 in number. They are free. They were also free in Malvaceae family. No. I'm so sorry. If I talk about corolla, how can I forget? This is my favorite. Corolla. Now, people, this is your diagnostic feature. Most of you have seen me going all happy and bubbly when it comes to vexillary estivation. Vexillary estivation is a very, very important question. Vexillary estivation is a characteristic feature of petals of Fabaceae family. Not sepals, but petals. So there is one posterior petal. How do you represent it? I've shown this to you while teaching you estivation in the previous lectures. One posterior petals, 2 wings plus 2 fused anterior petals forming keel. This is standard. These are LA or wings, and this is your, what do you call it? You call it the keel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is your question. This is going to come in Neet 2025 or 2026. Okay. If I talk about androecium, again one of the diagnostic features, 9+1 condition. Very, very important question. When I sat for the exam many years ago, this used to be a part of every state PMT, including AIPMT. Yeah, so this is called as Diadelphys condition, and a very weird Diadelphi. 9 stamens decided to be in one group, and 1 was left alone, isolated. G here is 1, that is, it is a monocarpillary condition, and we will never break the rule that ovary is always superior except composite family. Promise me you will never ever make that mistake. Is that very, very clear? Okay. Now let's move on to, if you have to talk about the members, economic members, then these are the major members. Groundnut also gives groundnut oil. There is a indigo dye which is used commercially, and it is obtained from plant called Indigo fera. Okay, then we talk about the Solanaceae family. Let's go to Solanaceae family or the potato family. This is from old syllabus, old NCERT. So again, you should be comfortable. So the floral formula. Tell me in the chat box, fast means fast. What is the diagnostic feature? Again, remember pentamery. Bisexuality is a given. You cannot change it. So K, C, A, G, pentamery. Okay, and pentamery. But Ganosia will never follow the rule of isomery. They are 2 in number, bicapillary condition. Where have you seen this earlier? Same. Superior bicapillary conditions, just like Brassicaceae family. This is exactly like Brassicaceae family. Let me show it to you. ये देखो, Brassicaceae family, da. Brassicaceae family, yes, ma'am. Brassicaceae family, yes, ma'am. Exactly like that. If you see, my intent of coming here, doing this lecture with you, is to teach you how to learn. Most everywhere you'll go, the syllabus completion is happening. I agree. La. Very good. Congratulations. But how to study smartly? You need to learn that. Now, ma'am, everything looks very simple. Where is the question coming from, ma'am? Remember, here the sepals and the petals, both sepals and petals, I'm going to write for you. Both sepals and petals are gamo. Gamo means fused. You should be smart enough to decipher what gamo means. Yeah. Now, people, ma'am, where is the question here? What is happening? Now, this is a previous year question. If he doesn't show this, then it is not the correct formula. This is called as epipetalous condition. Epipetalous condition. P by Q. When we solve P by Qs, which will be in next session on this channel, all the P by Qs of morphology from all my experience of all these years, I'm going to pick the best MCQs, and I promise you in your Neet 2025, no question is coming out of those MCQs which I'm going to bring on this channel. This is a P by Q. Another P by Q of Ames level, which most of us ignore. Here, oblique ovary is seen. Ovary is always placed in a tilted or the oblique manner. This is a previous year question. Superior ovary, yes, okay, but it is placed obliquely. Ovary is placed obliquely, it's not straight. Okay, now we are going to talk about the next family. Okay, but before that is one more question that is coming into my mind, and you should be very, very careful about the members of this family. They tend to ask a lot of questions. So tomato is a member of Solanaceae family, but have you seen, I've shown it in my classes, it has exile placentation. Yes, tomato and chili both have exile placentation. If you cut a chili like this in transverse section, if you cut a tomato like this, it shows exile placentation. But boys and girls, this is a question, not everybody will mark this correctly and you will become a ranker. Swollen placenta. I want people to write this in the comment section. Swollen placenta, so that everybody in the country who's ignoring this ranker question, there's a difference between a normal question and a ranker question, will benefit. Swollen placenta. So chili, and another member that they tend to ask is tobacco. because वो भी commercial है. Tobacco is also commercial. So these you have to remember. Okay, and one of my favorite herbs belonging to this family is ashwagandha. Chalo. Now all our dicot families are done. We will move on to the monocot family. The monocot family that I'm going to take, I've just changed my decision. I'm going to take the new family first. Okay? Enough of the comfort level. We will take Gramineae family. Gramineae family or Poaceae family, also called as the Poaceae family. You would have heard me taking the name Poaceae many times, or simply called as the grass family. Okay? So grasses are monocots. It is, if composite is the most advanced dicot family, it is the one of the most advanced because Orchidaceae is also very advanced, and largest monocot family. Okay? So for composite, this question, did we write it here for composite? Zara dekho. You need to add this here. Composite astraceae, I want you to write largest dicot and most advanced dicot family. ठीक है? चमका? Very good. Now we move on. Quickly means quickly. I don't want you to spend a lot of time on families. So the floral formula is pretty simple. We will go to the floral formula. That is our major concern, like I've been saying. So tell me, what is the floral formula? ठीक है? Floral formula. So floral formula means symmetry we are not really worried about. It is zygomorphic. Now, both Liliaceae family and Gramineae family, have a beautiful feature of perianth. What is a perianth? When there is no sepal or petal distinctively, they are fused together. A perianth can be sepaloid or petaloid. Yeah, it can have more the greenish or the characteristics of sepal, or it can be variously colored. That is petaloid perianth. But you don't have to worry about it. I have always spoken to you that these two families, Gramineae and Liliaceae, in your syllabus are trimerous flowers. Trimerous, 3 or multiple of 3. Okay? So now, which is the next one? A and G. Yes? Very good. Now you don't have to worry about G. Monocots are very simple. Okay? So G is just one carpel in grasses. What is happening here is perianth can be absent. There are grasses which are so undifferentiated that perianth is absent. 2 or 3. I know I said tetramery, okay, but this is the case in Gramineae family, grasses family. The family of grasses is very undifferentiated yet advanced. When I say undifferentiated, they don't have a lot of saj, saja or vanity. If you look anatomically also, grasses have a very simple body. This perianth is not even a proper structure. Look at a grass here. Such a small body, you would have seen some scales on grasses. The entire body of grasses is very scaly. So, the perianth is in the form of membranous. This is something extra, membranous lodicules. But if a question has to be asked from this family in Neet 2025, they are not going to shy away from asking this. Okay? Androecium, they are 3 in number. Okay, they are 3 or they can be 6 also, and this is your formula. This is exactly how the family is. What can be simpler than this? What do you think will become the question? The question has to be here. Has to be here. Okay, so this has all your cereals. This has all your cereals. ovary, not a problem. Your wheat, bajra, rice, I saw a question from rice the other day. Millets all belong to this family. Now when I say sexuality, I didn't mention it because I've told you that sexuality will be bisexual, right? But here we have one exception. When I say all these grains belong to Poaceae family, Z maize or maize is unisexual. Remember monoecious plant, the concept of monoecious plant. So there is female maize and male maize. Is that clear? And doob grass also belongs. Doob grass, you know, Ganesh Chaturthi just happened. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi. May you have new, beautiful, auspicious beginnings in your life. So doob grass or the durva grass, which is so dear to Lord Ganesha, and we use it in the puja, that also belongs to Gramini family. Okay. Now we will move on to the last family, which is your, again from the old syllabus, which is your Liliaceae family. Liliaceae family or the lily family. Okay. Achha, one more thing, in Solanaceae there was a question that I saw. I'm going to solve all these questions. We will keep a separate session of questions. You don't have to worry anything if I'm there with you. Okay. So Liliaceae family is of lily flower, which is ornamental. In Solanaceae family, the ornamental flower is petunia. Yeah, so it is petunia. यहाँ पे हम ऐड कर लेंगे petunia flowers. ठीक है? Now Liliaceae family people, very important, very simple. Also actinomorphic symmetry, bisexuality, variance 3+3, androecium is 3+3, gynecium is 3, syn carpus superior ovary. What do I say? There's nothing very complicated here. This is your diagnostic feature. You can also encounter them fused. This is a classic example of tetramery. Okay, this is polyandry. If at all he asks, this is polyandry. What is polyandry? When stamens are free, they can be seen as many stamens. Now, economic importance here. Now, there is, why am I writing it? Why am I focusing on it? Because in last 2-3 years, this has been asked as a question. Because one of the plants from Liliaceae family, boys and girls, connects to the chapter of cell division. Sunna zara dhyan se. You have heard about colchicine. Yes, which is a poison for cell division. How many of you know that? Let me know in the comment section. Colchicine causes polyploidy. It will arrest the cell division. Yeah? Chromosome number will increase. This is derived from COM of colchicine. What is COM? COM is a modification of stem, na? Modification of stems may, I have told you what is COM. It is an underground stem. So COM of colchicine will give you colchicum, sorry. COM of colchicum. This is your plant. COM of Colchicum autumnale. You just remember colchicum, that will be easy. This colchicine is used by humans as well. Although it is a poison for cell division, but for us it is used in the treatment of gout, liver diseases. Okay. This has also been asked in previous years, 2015 or 2016, and rheumatism. So I wanted you Apothecaceae family. Lily flower belongs to this family. That's all. There you go. Fruit is already done on the channel. This chapter is complete. I repeat, I'm going to give you all free classes. You can study from here. Subscribe to this channel. Share this channel with everybody, because most of you know that how botany will be done here. Yeah, it is going to be different, and it is actually going to make sure that you have 180 out of 180 in botany. 180 and a total 360. Okay. And question solving, DPPs, personal interaction, live classes, and such beautiful ways to learn difficult topics, everything on this channel. See you very, very soon, and take care of